Man, if you really want to transform your life, like seriously, then listen to me carefully. But if you're not willing and not ready to change, you can close this video because I only want real people here. I'm just gonna be real and raw here. It all begins with mindset. You need to have the right mindset because it would guide you to the right direction. It dictates everything that you're gonna do and where you're gonna be in life. In order to be 1% of the people, you need to sacrifice. What do you have to sacrifice? You need to sacrifice the time that you could have spent with your girlfriend, your friends, your family. You wouldn't even have time for entertainment. Instead, you need to put all of the effort and time into the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's gonna be hard, man. Like, seriously, I'm not joking. There would be a time where you just feel like, man, I really want to rest today. I don't think I can do it. Yet, you still have to fight against your feeling, even though the result will be objectively horrible. But by doing so, it will reinforce your habit and strengthen it. So the consistency will stay within you for a long period of time. Because imagine if you feel like, um, today I don't feel like it, I have a bad day, I have a bunch of problems, I don't think I can show up and put effort into the work. And then imagine if it is repeated, even periodically, then one day you would feel like, damn man, I slack off so many times, I don't think I can do it anymore. And then you would just come back to the same loop, the same routine where you are right now. And then you don't want that. So you seriously have to put effort into the work. You need to show up every single day because others, those 99% of people, they have like free time, they chill, of course, like they're probably tired too, but you know, you're also tired like from work, from school, but you need to work harder than them in order to be in the 1% of people. You can't just work the same amount and be successful, Of course, like there are gonna be some people, who succeed in a week, in a month, but those are only a small percentage. And that might not be you, and it is okay. You know, you have seen those main characters from animes. How long did it take them to be successful? It takes years. And look at their starting point. They were just weaklings. Genuinely, they were even less than mediocre. They were incapable and not even skilled. But look at where they are now. Look at Luffy, like he took like a few years off just to go to their new world. Look at Asta, he also took like a few years off just to like get stronger. A bunch of like main character, in anime, they're not the best since the beginning. They will fail so many times. And you need to embrace it. It is part of the journey and it is in fact extremely essential for growth. Because when you fail, then you learn. And that is the point where growth happens. You need to fail. It doesn't matter how many times. What matters most is you show up and you put effort into work when others are sleeping, are hanging out, chilling, but you just can't do the same. If you really want to be successful in life, you know that your current life is horrible and you hate how it is. The system doesn't support anyone. So we really need to find a way out on our own. So if you don't want to be stuck in the matrix anymore, you need to show up even though others would deem you as a weirdo, a strange person, like you are extremely isolated and just be on your own. People might dislike you, but that is the cost of being successful. Because when you are at the top, you're not gonna see those people because they're not on the same levels. They're gonna look up to you, and then what you see is the vision of the future and what you can do. You need to expand your vision and make it explicitly and vividly. Ask yourself, what do you want in life? Do you want to have like a supercar? Do you want to travel a lot? Then you know what it costs you. You need to have resources in order to accomplish those goals. It's not going to be easy, and you know that. That's why not everybody is successful. It is only people who would be willing to put effort into work despite exhaustion, and whether you want it bad enough or not, your current habit dictates it all. That's it, man. Everything in life is all come down to your decision. You can feel motivated now, but if you don't take the action, if you're gonna say that like I'm gonna start tomorrow, then when time comes, you might start tomorrow or might not. Then what is the point? You can't just like show up time to time when you feel like it. That is not how it works. You need to do better. You need to work harder. The world doesn't care about how you feel. You're gonna die when you turn 100. So if you want to stay in comfort zone and just die without trying your best, then that is your choice. But you know that you are capable and you are destined for more. You're destined for greatness and you see the path clearly. Now it is all just about whether you want to walk on it or not. And there's no time to waste, man. You need to start it now. Don't care about those noises. People are not gonna help you, and the only person who's gonna be with you forever is only you. So do it for yourself. And if that is not enough, then do it for your parents, for your family. They tried so hard to raise you, they put effort in it, they took well care of you. Don't forget to repay them. There are the people who will be your side regardless. Even when you do bad things, they're gonna be on your side. They're gonna love you. So repay them while you can, before it is too late. And I know that you can do it. Then start it now. Start whatever that it is in your mind, whatever that comes first. That is the thing that you have wanted to for so long. Start doing it. You can do it, bro.